Okay, what's up YouTube? My name is Galen and this is Galen's Gadgets. I want to thank you guys so much for joining my channel today. Today, as you can see, I have a brand new keyboard coming over from JLab. This is the JLab Epic keyboard. So I actually did a Twitter post just talking about how I was kind of tired of my MX keys and I kind of wanted to try this keyboard anyway. And JLab actually saw the tweet and decided to reach out, and they sent me this keyboard as well as a mini keyboard. And I'll go over both of those in this video, but I'll primarily be talking about this Epic keyboard because it's a direct competitor to a keyboard that I've had for a while, the MX keys. Okay, so like I said previously in this video, JLab ended up sending me two keyboards, the Epic keyboard, which is like their flagship, and then the JLabs Go, which is like their smaller keyboard for just smaller, more mobile devices, such as like my iPad, or I could see myself using this with my Legion Go, my Lenovo Legion Go, which is like a gaming handheld. I could see myself using this with that a lot. So they sent me both of these keyboards. I won't do like a full review of this mini one, just because it just does not have as many features as the Epic keyboard does, but we're just going to do a quick overview of this mini one. The most prominent feature of this JLab Go keyboard is definitely the size. You could see it's literally like probably, I'd say like 60% of the size of a normal full-size keyboard. It does not have a number key spot, so that saves a lot of space. And then just overall, it's super lightweight. So this will be a good keyboard for traveling or things like that. I definitely just love the size of this. And again, I can see myself using this more with my iPad or my Lenovo Legion Go, which is powered by Windows, and this connects to Windows, Mac, and Android. So it's a really versatile keyboard, despite the size and despite not having as many features as some of the flagship keyboards. This will still get the job done. You can get up to 3 inputs. It comes with a 2.4 gigahertz USB spot, so you could just stick that into your computer and be ready to go. Or you have 2 different Bluetooth connections. So again, you can connect this up to 3 devices, which is awesome. And you can specify which type of device you want between Mac, Android, and Windows. And that's really nice. You also get a full row of function keys, which is really nice for a keyboard of this size. Just really nice. And then one of my favorite things about this is that you actually get a volume knob as well. It's really nice. It's super tactile, just feels really good to scroll, and you could actually press it. It's super clicky, and this will pause and play any media that you have going from your device. Okay, so now let's go over to the flagship keyboard. This is the JLab Epic keyboard. So this is part of the JLab Epic group of products, I would say. So they have a mouse, they have a keyboard, they have webcams, they have microphones. What interested me most about the keyboard is that it's pretty much a direct competitor with the Logitech MX keys, which I've owned for a few years now, and a lot of people consider that to be like the peak productivity keyboard out there. But this is significantly cheaper at around $69.99, while the MX keys is around $109. So you're really saving like between 30 and 40%, which is a really good deal considering what you get with this keyboard. Okay, so let's dive right into it. So what a lot of people think would cut costs a lot is the build quality, but the build quality of this keyboard is actually extremely good. It actually has a metal base, and you can feel it like as soon as you pick it up. It's a very, very like heavy duty feeling thin style keyboard. Definitely feels premium, does not feel plasticky at all or anything like that when compared to the MX keys or any other keyboard. So JLab calls these keys on the keyboard soft touch keys. They are extremely like light. They don't really like have a sound at all, except for the spacebar. The spacebar has like a significant sound. Let me just put my microphone close so you guys can actually hear what this sounds like. Okay, so as you saw in that little demonstration, these keys are not really the loudest in the world. They aren't completely silent, but they really won't disturb anyone. If you're looking for like that tactile feel, like a mechanical keyboard, or even like more of a scissory type keyboard, this keyboard probably won't be it for you, but the typing experience is still really good. Okay, so let's go into the JLab Work app. So this app is going to be used to basically get the best out of your keyboard or any other JLab products that you end up getting if you're wanting these other computer peripherals. So these are the current supported devices. They're the JBuds mouse and then the JBuds keyboard, which is like the more budget-friendly option of this flagship keyboard and mouse, the Epic mouse and Epic keyboard. And then JBud also has like an ergonomic mouse, which is nice. So disclaimer, you do have to connect this via USB. So in order for the keyboard to show up on the app, you have to use the USB option to do all of the configuring. But once you do that initial setup, you could then convert it to Bluetooth or whatever. And you're only able to use one profile that way as well. So that's something I tested. So when you open up the Epic keyboard, one of the first things I've noticed is that you actually get three profiles when you're using that USB dongle, which is really nice. So you could use this for work, use one for gaming, use one for a specific workflow, use one when you're using some sort of app. Just really nice to have that versatility and options to add multiple profiles to configure these shortcuts. So you can completely configure pretty much everything in the function row, which is nice. I'm not going to change any of this because all of this is actually hard printed onto the keyboard and I just don't want it to confuse me anymore. So I'm going to keep all the function keys the same. I did configure these customizable options. I'll show you how this works in a second. But on the keyboard, by default, you get custom screen capture there, swap windows there, and then Windows plus I. Not really sure what that does, but that's what JLab has here. And then you get these three completely customizable options. I don't remember what the defaults were, but I changed them. So this first one I use to do find, which is also like Control F, which is something I use a lot for work every day. And copy and paste, which is also something I use a lot. So when you click on the button, it gives you all of the options that you're currently able to do. We're just going to go over like some of the more noticeable ones. Play, pause. You can adjust your volume, adjust the track. You could mute. And then some specific browser shortcuts: browser home, browser forward, browser back, refresh, search. You could open your default email app, your default calculator. You could go to my computer, cut, copy, paste, save, redo, undo, and so on and so on. You could adjust your brightness, multitasking view, and yeah, these are pretty much all the options. I wish they had an open app type option. I was surprised I didn't see that. I don't know if you can like configure some of this further, but yeah, I didn't see that option. And another very customizable thing here is you could add keyboard shortcuts. So for example, you could do Control Alt and then just hit the delete key. Yep, and there you go. So you could Control Alt Delete if you really wanted to. So if you're a big Windows shortcut user, you could make this with the press of one button by adding a shortcut to this JLab work app. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any questions about this keyboard, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll be doing a like a full review with comparing this against the MX keys, which I've had for like 3 years now. So I'm really curious to see how they stack up against each other once I really get more time with this JLab Epic. But just based on the few days that I've had it so far, I absolutely love it. It feels very similar to the MX keys in my opinion. The keys are like a little different, but I kind of like the keys better for what I do. I'll go over that further in the full review. But yeah, again, leave any comments if you have any questions and stay tuned for more content.